If you've ever felt like you're running out of time, like you're always rushing, reacting, and trying to keep up, today's episode is for you. Time management has nothing to do with finding the perfect planner, color-coding your calendar, or squeezing more into your day. Time management is really about self-management. It's about alignment, identity, and honoring your values and your energy. And when you learn how to manage yourself, your thoughts, your boundaries, your choices, your time starts to reflect the woman you're becoming, not the one who's overwhelmed. Let's get into it. Is your mind constantly racing with endless to-dos, yet you still feel stuck? Are you feeling guilty when you unplug? Or are you exhausted from hustling nonstop? Hi, I'm Lisa, wife, mom, grandma, and business owner for over 3 decades. I know what it takes to build a business you love without burning out. If you're ready to trade overwhelm for clarity and create a business that honors your values and your life, you're in the right place. So take a deep breath, close those 12 browser tabs, and drop the hustle. It's time to become the balanced businesswoman. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to invite you to my upcoming live workshop happening on Wednesday, December 3rd. It's called The Peaceful Path to Success. This is for you if you want to go into 2026 without the burnout, the pressure, and the I have to do more to get more mindset. In this workshop, I'm going to help you get clear on what you actually want next year, not what you should want. I'm going to help you create goals that feel aligned, doable, and supportive of your life. And you're going to build a plan that feels peaceful and sustainable, not stressful and rigid. This is about building success without sacrificing yourself in the process. If that feels good in your spirit, go ahead and register. The link is bit.ly/peacefulpath2026. And I'll be sure to include that link in the show notes as well. Now, let's talk time. Hello, balanced businesswomen, and welcome back to the podcast. Let's start with the myth. Yep, I'm using that word again. Most women are taught that time management is about organization. Get the planner, use a time block calendar, wake up earlier, work harder. This was me. I was doing all of this and still feeling overwhelmed, asking myself, why? What am I doing wrong? I realized that you can have the prettiest planner in the world, and I had plenty of them. But if your time doesn't reflect your identity, your beliefs, and your boundaries, it doesn't matter. Time management is really choosing instead of reacting, being intentional, not available to everyone, honoring your values instead of other people's urgency, saying no without guilt, and knowing yourself. This is where self-management comes in. If you don't know your values, if you don't know your priorities, if you don't trust yourself to follow through, then no system, no matter how pretty it is going to work. So ladies, we're going to start within. Time management begins with who you believe you are. For a lot of women that I talk to, you're still running your business like an employee, even when you're the CEO. The employee mindset says, I have to respond right away. I need to be available to everyone. My worth comes from productivity and being busy. I don't want to disappoint anyone. The CEO mindset says, my time is my most valuable resource. I decide who and what gets access to me. I protect my focus and my energy. I lead from clarity, not urgency. So, ladies, ask yourself, Am I running my business like the CEO or like the receptionist? Now, this isn't about ego. It's about stewardship. Your time is sacred. When you function like an employee in your own business, you end up overgiving, overworking, overcommitting, and undernourished emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and sometimes even physically. CEO time requires structure, boundaries, and decision-making ahead of time. And most importantly, CEO time requires self-trust. So let's talk about identity, because who you're being determines how you do things, which determines your results. A woman who manages her time well knows her values, knows her priorities, knows her energy cycles, knows when to say no, and trusts herself to rest without guilt. She doesn't earn rest. She requires it. She chooses slow mornings if she needs them. She sets boundaries calmly and with love. She makes decisions based on alignment, not pressure. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't become her by forcing productivity. You become her by practicing self-leadership. So here's what self-leadership sounds like. I choose what matters most today. I don't have to earn rest. I don't rush myself. I don't compete with yesterday's version of me, and I certainly don't compete with others. I honor my capacity. This is how you build time freedom. Not by doing more, but by being more intentional. Okay, so let's talk practical strategy, because you all know I love to give you the mindset and the strategy. But remember, strategy only works when identity is aligned. I want to give you a simple structure that I often teach. And I call these the 3 Ps: priorities, planning, and protecting. Priorities means know what matters most, not what matters to everyone else. Ask yourself, what actually moves the needle in my business? What nourishes my mind, heart, body, and spirit? And what supports the life that I truly desire? If it doesn't align with one of those, it's simply noise. Number 2 is planning. Not rigid scheduling, not minute by minute, just intentional space for deep work, for rest, for connection, for creation, and for CEO decision time, which we talked about some in the last episode. Make your planning feel like support, not pressure. So the 3rd P is protecting. This is boundaries. This is not answering messages at 10 p.m., closing the laptop at the time that you said you would, saying I'm not available for that right now, allowing other people to feel however they choose to feel, and still choosing you. This is how peace is preserved. So again, those 3 Ps: priorities, planning, and protecting. If you're constantly overwhelmed, constantly hurried, and constantly feeling behind, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just living a schedule that was built for a woman that you no longer are. You have evolved. Your values have evolved. Your energy has evolved. Your time needs to evolve with you. You get to choose a life that feels spacious. You get to choose peace. You get to choose alignment. Time expands when you expand your self-leadership. So if my message today resonated with you and you're ready to step into the new year feeling clear, grounded, and supported, then I would love to have you join me in my workshop on December 3rd, The Peaceful Path to Success. We're going to shift how you approach your goals for 2026 in a way that protects your energy, honors your values, and supports the life you truly want. No stress, or at least less stress. No pressure, no burnout. Just clarity, peace, and alignment. Doesn't that sound amazing? It's possible for you. Just go to bit.ly/peacefulpath2026 to register. I'll also have this link for you in the show notes. I can't wait to see you there. Hey ladies, I hope today's episode inspired you and gave you the boost you needed. If so, please share it with a friend. Hit follow and take 30 seconds to leave me a review. Your reviews mean the world to me. They encourage me, and they help more women find this show. It lights me up knowing this podcast is helping you to find more balance and joy. Until next week, remember, your business should fit your life, not the other way around. Have a wonderful day on purpose.